Hey guys, welcome to SeeGeekGO, and I will be your mustache guide this evening. No, today I'm going to be reviewing the iOS for iPhone iPad app, The Room. It was named Best Game of the Year for 2012 by the App Store. It's also nominated for several, or shortlisted for several, I'm just looking at my iPad right now, Best App Ever awards, including Most Innovative, Best Graphics, etc. So let's jump into talking about the game and the game mechanics itself. And you have this lovely background right now, by the way, of moving boxes, and I'm moving into this new place with my fiance. Anyway, let's talk about the game. So I usually get every single year or every single holiday or anytime I can get gifts, my parents send me an iTunes gift card because they know I'm going to use it. It's a great consumable gift for me. So right away, almost always right away whenever I get these as a gift, I pop on the iTunes store and I'm like, I'm gonna just buy everything. So I saw that they had recently announced this for Best Game of the Year. I was like right on it. Christmas, I was like, okay. So I got it, and I knew it was gonna be a puzzle game slash simulation slash adventure slash, I don't know. This game is a lot of things for me, at least. To most people, they'll kind of read it as purely a puzzle game. So I jumped into it. I was like, okay, I have to get it. It's Best Game of the Year. I really want to experience this. So going into it at first, you have a very short tutorial on game mechanics and how to kind of move around in the game, how to zoom in, zoom out, how to touch things, which sounds weird, but how to properly be able to use things within the game. So you get this box. This is becoming a whole story. You get this box. It's in the middle of a room, hence the room. And you're just kind of like, okay, I'm going to move this box around. I'm going to touch things on this box. So you're kind of like poking around, and you find out that you can open this drawer and there's something in the drawer. And you get to have that thing in your inventory, and you're like, what do I do with this thing? So you're moving the box around, and you're like, wait, I can unscrew this screw with the screwdriver that I just found somewhere else in the box. Sweet. So you're just like moving around, collecting things, reading these notes that are left in like little crevices in the box. It has very occult themes to it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily spooky or scary. It's just kind of ominous, I would say is the best term for it. It's kind of Lovecraft-esque, I would say. I haven't read a lot of Lovecraft, so I wouldn't say it's necessarily Lovecraft-ian. I would say it's Lovecraft-esque. I could be wrong. So you're getting into it, and you solve the first box, and it opens up to another box, and you're like, oh my god, more shit to solve. Ooh, more stuff to solve. So you're moving around, and you're solving all these other things, and you're collecting more notes, and you're reading more things. And I would say that this is one of the only games that I've actually read most of the notes that are kind of in the game. When I played WoW, I was terrible at reading the stuff. I was just like, when is he gonna get to the point? Mr. Orc, this is not working for me. And I find that the elves are a lot more chatty. And it's just like, I'm like, what's the most important information? I want to know it right now. But I found that I was reading the notes more often in this game. So I really enjoyed the game overall. I did find myself going, oh my god, I'm so smart. And I don't know if it's just me, it's probably just me whenever I'm playing a puzzle game. Like, I think it's 7 Little Words that I play a lot. And I'll review that game later. But I play that game a lot, and I'm always like, oh my god, I am so smart. I'm like thinking that in my head, which is like the worst thing ever. But I do it. I'm like, I just solved this. Look at me go. So I would say I really enjoyed it, but it was relatively short, which was, I wasn't satisfied with that. I wanted the game to be longer than it was. I think you solve 3, maybe 4 boxes total. I can't really remember. I did solve it all in one day, which left me relatively unsatisfied. I was like, it's over. They like thank you at the end, and they're like, this was our first game. We're going to come out with another one, which I do believe. It's by Fireproof Games. I think this has been their only game. I could be totally wrong. But, sip of water time. The other thing was that in reading the notes, I found that there were these like sketches and patterns on the back of the notes, and I thought it was going to be like one of those things. I don't know if you've ever played a puzzle game before where they're like little pieces of pictures, little notes, little pieces of notes, where at the end, and I think this happened a lot in the Nancy Drew games that were on computer, probably where I got this from. Played those games like none ya business in middle school. But I thought at the end it was all going to come together. There was going to be some kind of like relief and like story conclusion by putting all of those patterns together on the back of the notes, and it didn't happen. And I was like, what? What's on the back of those? Why did they have those on the back of there? And maybe there's going to be like, I don't know, an expansion or the room 2 where you kind of add it on to the game. I don't know. I feel like something needs to happen with those. Like, I'm still kind of stressed out that they're in the game somewhere and I'm not able to do anything with them, which is the weirdest thing ever, I know. But seriously, I was so upset that that didn't do anything. Maybe it does, and maybe I just totally missed over that part. The other thing that I was kind of upset about is, I think it's the last box. I was continually trying to touch the top of it. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just like, maybe we should stick to the sides of the box for now. And it would just push you back down. I'm like, when do I get to touch the top? That is like the only thing that was like sort of glitchy that I was like, this is not working for me. I need to touch the top of this box right now. Because I would get stuck and not being able to find like the next step to take. And I'm like, maybe it's the top of the box. Every single time I was like, maybe I get to touch the top now. And it was never the top of the box. So that part was a little for me, but other than that, it's a fantastic game. I can see why it won Best of 2012 Game of the Year. It's a really satisfying game to play. It's a great puzzle game. So if you have a chance to buy it, buy it. I do not think they have it for Android now. It does not say anything about on the website if they do or not. They have an iPhone edition now. I don't think that they did when I originally bought it like 2 weeks ago. So that's great. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Buy the game, play it if you have a chance. Tell me what you think about it in the comments down below. So you guys have a great rest of your day and keep on playing.